Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's see. Chapter 8. Oh, this right here. Gosh, you're so excited. Part 1. Spirit world. Spirit world experiences. I'm not a big fan of spiritual, because that automatically means what? Separation from. Would you stay in there? There you go. Separation from the physical. That's spiritual. Yes. Yeah, I saw one this morning where someone asked, can anyone tell me what it feels like not to have mental issues? And in the comments it said, well, right there with you, same here. Everyone. There wasn't one. Well, yeah, I can tell you. So I thought, well, I don't have any mental issues. Some people might disagree, but I don't have any mental issues. Well, how do I know that? Well, because I know myself. Right? So I went in, I said, it is wonderful. Amazing, I guess. If I said that's the only way how I know how to express it without, that was it. That's all I said. Because I thought, okay, if I really tell you what it is like, you're going to have another mental issue of complete inadequacy in a way. So I thought, well, I'm not going to do that, but she's asking a question. Oh, is she asking a question? Or is it just, again, what do we do usually when we need approval in certain things that we do or don't do? The best thing is to find validity in it, and then no one else has no mental issues except for me. So, well, it's just a part, well, that's an excuse. And then asking a question is just solidifying the excuse in a way, isn't it? No? Okay. Now, the mental issues, obviously, that were in question here, were not some that had to do with our neurological system. And even there, one could debate on that as well. So, spirit world, as people have physical experiences, people have, how about earth experiences, people have spirit world experiences. But I think you can't have earth experiences without having what? Spirit world experiences. It's just we give more credit to one and have good ways of denying the other oftentimes. I've met many people who had spiritual experiences or experiences with spirit world, and they were all amazed over it. There isn't really an answer to be had for what occurs per se, and then that is a part of it has come, it has gone, it's a part of the past, but But it's readily looked at as a lesson of what one's capabilities could be in this world to restore many different things that are a part of our lineage, of our own being. This, not, well, that's kind of how it is now, folks. Yeah. That's it. What was the question? Is there anyone without mental health issues? Yeah? Right here. A very simple example of that in the physical and as it works in the spiritual world. Did you just lay an egg? Well, thank you, my dear. Is your weight. Yes? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yes. Your weight only becomes an issue when you're unhappy with what your weight projects, right? Yes? Okay, so if you're happy with your weight, regardless of who you are, you know, but maybe what you're going through right now, and gain weight, gain loss, this and that, all becomes, right? I mean, okay. Oh, so what about the really extreme case? Well, there too. It's I mean, we're all going towards the expiration of our physical body, and how everyone does that. I'm not. No, that's not my area. That's not that. No. But it's so sad to see that all these people who commented on this lady's post about how does it feel like not to have mental issues. But there's no one except for me. Then you almost feel bad, right? Going in and saying, well, here we are, yeah, I'm telling you. Feels pretty free, feels really good, right? So, with your way, it's the same with spiritual experiences, per se, or experiences with spirit world, having experiences here. Where is your attention? Where is your attention when it comes to your own personal life? And what you're experiencing it for? Oh, just so, oh wow, hey, you think that was really real? Or am I mentally disturbed? Right? What I found in my life is that every spiritual experience that I've had was a lesson, not just for me, it was further growth to teach people, others out there, about the unity between the physical and the spiritual. I have as many experiences as I have in the physical world. I have probably even more so in the spirit world. He's going, gotta be kidding me. Where's my hay? You want some hay? But you're being really quiet while I'm talking about it. All right. Which one do we want to... Which one should be next? I don't really want to disturb that nest over there. I think I'll go with this one. Oh. You're contemplating which bale of hay to start using. Yeah, why not? How do you do things in life? How do you do things in life? You get up every morning and what are your first thoughts? Your first thoughts in the morning most likely will determine the rest of your day. So does one have to have always, I don't know how many thoughts early in the morning? It just depends on your lifestyle, again. Everything that I touch, everything that I do, I do with absolute gusto. This is a really big fat, contemplating how much hay to give the boy over there. He's got little, but I want to leave them all in. Here we go. I think this is acceptable. Not going there. Nope. Gusto, cess. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Good. So this morning, I got up after the cat was let in, and that thing can make a noise. Who knows why? And I got up with all kinds of gusto to take care of that cat. Yeah. So back to, oh, here are the scissors. I've been looking for those. I found them just now. Good. When you look at your life and the experiences that you have within the realm of just the physical realm, but what do they gear you towards? Another day of treachery, another day where I'm going to be confronted with fear, anxiety, depression, physical pain, spiritual pain. Right? Yeah. That's, people pay a lot of attention to that. And I think it starts with the misunderstanding of heaven and hell. I just stirred up a whole bunch of dust in here, I noticed. So, I know, there's no way to get through this chapter in a jiffy. It's not going to happen. Because again, then it's just as people would go to a psychic reading or a psychic show, a medium show or whatever, and I am not that, by the way. I am not, people have asked me, no, I am not a psychic, I am not a medium, I am nothing of any sorts of that. I am a messenger of God. That's how I'm a tool of God. I came to that realization at a retreat, I went to a healing seminar, healing circle seminar. And I was so excited about it because there was this lady there that did readings with the pendulum. And I got into the pendulum for a while as well. Well, I did whatever, really, in my younger years, I did whatever I could find to grow me spiritually, okay? That's one thing with people. It's like you're thinking that's going to automatically just happen. Or if I just go to church, if I just read the Bible, right, that's going to happen. Well, that will only happen if you have a good reason to do it. If you have a job that you're looking forward to every day. Every day, to work for God and Spirit World. And if it's easier said to work for Jesus and Spirit World, then go with that. Yeah. So, okay, what about all the other religions? Well, I didn't grow up like that. So my spiritual experiences are not determined by, I believe, any kind of religion. God is God. I am who I am. And he doesn't need anyone's approval. So say that one more time, right? Now, if people have different ideas out there to direct it in different areas, then so they can continue to nurture and foster their mental issues, okay, well, then I can't help that. Obviously, someone has a mental issue if you think that if you go and kill a bunch of people, so and so many virgins are waiting for you, right, up to wherever you're going. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen, 100%. I can guarantee that to anyone who believes that, right? Or that if you follow a leader and that leader has some really promiscuous stuff going on, this and that, and you think, well, no, but he has been sent by God and this is, well, then you obviously never read Genesis. Okay, well, I'm just saying. Right? And that's obviously not, and people know that. You cannot tell me that people do not deep down, if they actually really were to start, hey, wait a second, that they would not know that, even if they were raised like that since a child. You see? Yeah. So there's other religions, very much connected supposedly to God, very much, I believe in Jesus, very much, but the way they present heaven and hell is doing what? It's a fear-mongering. That's what it is. Not only is hell a place you'll never get out of, and you're going to go there, and that is that, but on top of that, well, now you've got to fear God too. Fear God as well. Oh, he could be an angry God. Oh, he's a vengeful God. Oh, he's a I don't know what. Well, heck, I ain't going neither there or there then. Yeah. Oh. So I'm reacting to some of the real nonsense out there that people actually believe. I said, and then they go to these shows, right? Either have a reading done, go to these shows, and they're doing that somehow to do what? What are you expecting from these places? That you're going to go home and you have a better understanding of spirit world. On what your job is to work in the physical with spirit world together, on earth with spirit world together, or you're going there for what? What are you going there for? To connect to my loved ones? For what? What for? What's the whole exercise of that? Oh, well then, no, I'm So are they real? Can they really? Sure, I'm sure there are some out there, that there's someone standing next to you and they got a blue shirt on and, looks like a pair of washed out jeans and, their favorite Nike shoes and, oh my God, that is, yeah, okay. Sure, I could do that too. But that's not the point on why that person's actually there. That spirit's actually there, making themselves noticeable. Over all these centuries, okay? Oh, the Ouija boards and and the seances, and I don't know what else, other spiritual stuff, this and that, witches, all this stuff has happened for how long? And has it gotten us anywhere? I mean, by now, with all them really spiritual people out there, and I don't know what, the monks flying through space, and who knows what, and then the gurus, who meditate and kind of go hide out, but then they're not allowed to give out the secrets that they're blah, 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 blah. Okay, how does that make any sense? As it does not make sense that when you go to hell, if you're thinking hell, that there's no way out of it. Well, just let me give you a very simple example here. So your child goes on out, cruising around, and falls into a manhole or something. Can't get out by itself. You're going to just leave it there and say, well, you fell in it. You might as well get back out of it yourself. You're going to do that. Or when you find that child, you're going, oh my gosh, I've got to get a rope. I've got to get this. I've got to get that to get my child out. Wow. Okay, so you do that. I would do that. Oh, God won't do that? Well, what kind of parent is he then? You see, you understand what I'm trying to say here? On what kind of ideas we have in our head? On what spirit world is like? It shall be on earth as it is in heaven. It is in heaven. So, going back to that example, so if it is in heaven that way, then definitely do not save your child next time it gets hurt, this and that, and just tell it, well, I'm going to have to let you drown. I'm going to have to leave you in that hole. See if you can get out yourself. Then it is going to be in heaven, as you say it is, or as people say it is, then on earth, isn't it? Oh, aha. Right. So, that is what it is. So then what? It would never occur to me, and I had a hard time even with the herbs that I collected for numerous things, It was difficult for me to make any money with. I can't sell anything. I can't do it. Yeah, but when you go out there, okay, I can't. It feels wrong. It just feels wrong. So most of anything that I've made, and made with, in the simplest way, the simplest way to deal with herbs is you just dry them and you make a tea, like my Holy Grail tea, who's an amazing tea. Now, if you drink 1 or 2 cups every day, your health will improve incredibly. And not just because there are so many different, 40 different herbs in it or something. It's also because of the way they were collected, the way I cared for them, the way I put them together, studied up on, and see, okay, how can I combine them without counteracting each other, or for one situation in a person's life to another situation, like a woman being pregnant, for example, could cause something that I don't want, something untoward. Yeah. So there has been a lot of studying and love and the gathering of the herbs and the, with Spirit World together, to make this just awesome tea. Right. Yeah. And what have I been doing? Giving it away. This awesome tea. Giving it away. Yeah. Well, it probably would be more appreciated, or let's say used, if I would charge about $100 for a little pint jar, right? $100 for a pint jar of this tea would probably sound about right. And then whoever would buy it, they would drink that tea. Suddenly that tea would have value. That tea would have value because of what? But then automatically, that tea would be tainted. That doesn't make sense, because surely anybody just listen and go, well, yeah, exactly, yeah. If you sell that for that much money and people are willing to pay for it, and then they do take it and they realize, wow, they're probably going to come and get another jar for $200. But the thing is then, the strength from the physical, from earth and spirit world in that tea would be automatically weakened. Yes. Don't understand that? Yeah, well, that's how spirit world works together with the physical world. There isn't an herb out there that I've collected, right, all around here, that I paid for. Yeah, but you worked for it. Well, but I didn't get, I didn't pay for it. There's no money that went into it. It was all just care and love for something I really strongly believed in will work for people, for the people. To strengthen, their physical and mental health. Yes. Yeah. How to work together with spirit world on just such a simple thing without constantly looking for a benefit, right? Looking for compensation. Because I tell you what, in all my time when I do that, still do some. It's hard for me to get out gather now, but as I said, it's like it's right around the house here, right? Yes. The greatest reward for me with these is when someone calls me and says, I don't know what is in that tea. I don't know what is in that tincture or how you make, but it's working, right? And I feel so much better. And I did this. Right? That is my absolute greatest reward. There is no money that will trump that. Now sometimes someone will say, well, there has to be some give and take, and otherwise I'm not happy. I feel that there's got to be a little balance, and I said, okay, yeah. And they leave a donation, for example, that's again different. Right? And of course, I'll look at them and go, well, that goes right back into making tinctures or certain things that you need for other things in the way you process herbs and all that. But that is a voluntary, not a have to, no price tag attached transaction. It's a little different, right? And there's no asking for a donation either. That is how I found, after going through all the different stages of, that is what feels right to me. And when I have extra to give, vegetables, eggs, anything, food, I just give it. And then I always give the best of what I have, not the least I can afford to give. Or, that's kind of, I always give my most beautiful. Right? That's just so weird. I know, right? That's give and take from earth to spirit world. Because spirit world gives us only the best as well. As it is in heaven, so it shall be on earth. Well, how is that so difficult to understand then? If you look at it that way, in the way I just described that, then you become suddenly, you start to understand, become in tune with spirit world. Then you start to have give and take with it, without having to go and seek out people, find out how everybody's doing that has passed away in your life. Okay, buddy. I need a little bit more here to cover up the door. There. Just in case you pee somewhere. There it is. Yeah. Whew. Well, part 1 of chapter 8, Spirit World. How do we develop a relationship with Spirit World? How do we do that? By recognizing in the principles of creation combined with the principles of love, unchanging, created by God, put in place by God, how are they given? It teaches us on how to give on earth. Yeah? Where's this bucket? Let's see, is this the one? Oh, I'm so confused. This could be the one. It doesn't really matter. They're gonna stay in. It's raining. I've said that before in the video, I don't want them to get rain rot. So that's what I wanted to share today. How can you start to live without mental health issues when it is just, let's say, in a certain area? Okay? Number 1, look around you and see how are you connected to what is in heaven, and it can be that way on earth. What is it telling you? What's the Bible telling you in regard to that? Well, just read Genesis again on how much we are given unconditionally, not just love. It's raining right now. It's been raining for 3 days. On and off. We had some sunshine. Could let the horses out for a while. But it's filling our spring. It's completely empty. Got about 400 gallons left in the tank. It's been raining and it's filling it up. I'm not paying anything for that water. Oh, but yeah, well, that's because, excuse me, worked very hard for what there is here. Where did I put my attention? In creating this place. And who got me there? Who did I listen to? Who did I pay attention to? Who did I care for before that? Who made this possible here? Who worked for the place before we came here and built? And then before that, how was this place treated before even that? There's a history all that goes with it. Yeah. So, in your life, what have you built up? Have you, check, see, what was given to you so freely? And how have you built up upon that? With the blood, sweat, and tears from maybe your mom and dad, grandma or grandpa, great-grandpa, great-grandma. What are you doing with it? For example, okay, same thing. What has Spirit World really given us all when it comes to your ancestry now, in each family as an individual, then family? What has Spirit World, your ancestry, lived before you, given to you to work with? Right. Sometimes that's a rough road because you have to overcome some things that are very much expected of you to do. Otherwise, you could look kind of a little nuts. That thought, what? Yeah. Yes? But the thing is that while you start doing that, you will find that many fears and certain conditions, even physically, will start to fall away when you see that clear path on where you actually, truly, really want to go. Which isn't abandoning responsibilities that need you. Okay? Like a child, for example. So, yeah, people can understand things many different ways, but they're still, and you got to do it with them. You do it with them. Right? Right. And then restoration starts happening as well. Then suddenly you find your mind starts to ease off. Also, never underestimate that your loved ones are not with you when you start doing that. The reason we feel loss so extreme is because we are not willing to become a part of heaven. Oh, but then sometimes that's a part of hell. Well, the amount of spirits that I often see around people is incredible. And no, they're not all bad. Sometimes it's a mixture. Sometimes it's literally just really good, this, and that. And still the person has all kinds of problems. Can't see through the fog. Can't see the tree for the forest. And mainly it's because the focus is so on the side of dependency and to try to fit in and to not egg on and to, right, with their surroundings that it's difficult to break out of. I understand that in a way, but it can be done when you start to understand that. Just look around you. Okay, how did I get that? Where is it going? Was it worth it? Could I have let a certain thing go and do something different with it? Yeah. Examine your life. Examine your life where you are at in your spiritual growth. That often determines how your mental health issues are developing as well. So, heaven, 100%, God, 100% does not need to be feared. There's nothing to fear there. Nothing. Hell is a place of restoration and where everybody wants to be pulled out of. Yeah, that will be another chapter. That's all I want to talk about today. Oh gosh, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about that subject. God's love and blessings always. Now we'll talk to you another time.